Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripping the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob.
Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself XensoVille. And if you're subscribed to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, I say please do, it would help me out a lot. Now, Sunday, CitiesSkylines, and we need to try and find a way for college to come into the city. And yeah, I could have a small college here if I wanted to. But I'm also thinking maybe this is where we're going to have the university or something like that. So maybe this should be a school area right here. I have been saying that most likely we would use this area for the fire department. But yeah, I don't know. I do not like that we get these kind of problems everywhere where we try to get people into the city. I need to be better at that, to find a way for the traffic to flow better, but for now, yeah, we're gonna have it like that. And as I said, I am thinking we should be making this into a school area, and maybe we should even go in here into development and go for school and do a university. Let's unlock that, and we could have a technical. Let's go and have the both of the thingamajigs here and see how that looks, because now we have no research. We don't have research, but we do have. Oh, that's only, oh, that's a huge one. Modern technological, that's a good one. I was, that's, now we only get this university, and of course, I'm pretty sure you'll understand what I'm thinking of when I say that we only get this one. And of course, it's the university DLC that we got in CitiesSkylines 1, where we could choose to make a really big fuss out of that, when this is not what I imagine things would be. I mean, it is a way to go back, to be honest, the way that we are doing it nowadays. CitiesSkylines 2 is, of course, not CitiesSkylines 1 in that sense. We have lost a lot of DLCs and stuff like that, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. I mean, I'm pretty sure it will arrive sooner or later, but really, do we really want to wait for it like that? There we go, that's looking okay. We have a way down, and of course they are parking their cars there immediately. I mean, I understand parking for that is, of course, in big need. So let's do this and try to, can we squeeze in? Why is it not even close to the road? That's so weird. I mean, it should lock to the road, shouldn't it? That's so weird, honestly. But all right, what's this? Medium beach. Look at that, so far from the road. I mean, there's something wrong there, that's for sure. And Well, maybe we could place... I'm just going to place it right here and then use move it to hopefully... And we're going to have 2 of them like that. And then we use move it, as I said, to bring them to the road here. Same with this one. It is going to be a large area, this one. And having done that, we're going to be cutting off the possibility to park on the road. Union computes. There we go. There we go. There we go. There's a key on that other side, so that's enough. There we go. The trees are really a bit too close here, I feel. No, I don't want to bulldoze the building. I want to bulldoze the trees like that. Thank you. There we go. Maybe we could do... Let's see if there's any... No buildings. Damn it. Well, that just has to be good enough. There we go. And are they using this one? Yep, 60 and 34. They're all going to the hospital, I hope. And here we want to try and find a way for them to walk over this one instead of going through these things here. So yeah, let's start by finding pedestrians road here. There we go. And of course I do not want it to be 10 meters, so let's go for 2.5. Should be high enough, or should it? 5 meters. Well, I guess 5 meters should at least be good enough. And there we have that one, and then we're going to connect with this one and just go page down. There should be good enough. But it doesn't connect to the road. I think we're gonna see if we can move it. There we go. I'm gonna try and use move it to get that to work. Like that. Yeah, and now we need to connect. I think it should only be to move this a bit. No, it needs to be connected like that. That's... here we go. It worked. No, it doesn't. Why do you mess with me like that? That's so unethical and so unfair for you to do that. I don't think I should have done that either, to be honest, but okay. I'm going to take away all the snapping. Or snap to existing geometry. Still doesn't snap to the road. Dang it. Give me strength. I need to go quite close to the road like that. Let's hope that that makes them able to walk over it. I'm going to be taking away all 4 of them. like that, and I'm going to try it again. There we go. And from this one to there we go. From this one to there we go. And of course, for them to use that, we're gonna have to take away that. Quite honestly, I would like to do something else as well. I would like to come from here and sort of get into it here as well. And it still doesn't get close enough. Oh, I get so frustrated. I mean, I like it. It is a lot better than when it was released, but still giving me loads of problems that I don't like. How close do I need to get to? I mean, it doesn't do it the first time. I'll have to do this every time. That's so annoying. Freakishly annoying, to be honest. And that looks just horrible, so let's delete that. Come on. I want it to work here now. Please make it work. Here we go. Very irritated, but okay, we get that to work, and I think we want one here as well. We're not gonna have it. Oh, it did show up to get some connection there. There we go. Now they should be able to go across there without intercepting in that roundabout, which should be good. Walking across is always something that is problematic, of course. So this should be good enough. But of course, as I've said before, time and time again, I would love those under tunnel thingamajigs that I could connect underneath, so that they or some elevator stuff, so that they didn't have to walk all the way out here to get to this thingamajig. Honestly. But now we have parking spaces close to the hospital, which sorry, which is cool. And I would love for us to get a college right here. So let's see. Can we use this college? We can. Look at that. This one also gets way too far away from the... Let's place it there and let's move it to get it into place then. Very annoying, to be honest. But here we go. We did manage to get it into it. Like that. And let's get off with that. And we take a look. We can upgrade wings. We don't want to do that right now. And we can have a library that we can place outside of the thing. We're not going to do that either at the moment. There we go. We have a college. 15 employees, 200 and 300 out of 10,000 so far. Something we could use. Look at that. Don't want those trees to be inside here, of course. That's the most annoying thing about this. To be sure to clean up before, which I've missed out on every single time here now. And yeah. Let's see, we're gonna have a library down here eventually. So we might as well clean up from the trees here. so that it doesn't go through there. There we go. That one away, that one away. There we go. No. That's annoying because it takes the building as well. Before, when you did start with a tree, it only picked trees when you continue to move around like that, so you could move above this building without even, I mean, it wouldn't be deleting it like it is now. You can see here I'm only taking bushes and trees, and it picked that, but here I put in the building as well, and that's not good. I don't want the building, I just want the bushes and trees. And this time it didn't take the road, that's good. Anyway, we've cleaned it up a bit there now. And we have the college as well. So we're getting there. We're getting better and better, I guess. And let's take away this tree by the river here as well. Nice to have a key here. Looks nice. Could be better, but I'm not going to be struggling with that today. I think we're going to have quite a short episode today because I am in a bit of a hurry, to be honest. Now, I want the fire department here. So if we're going to do a university, which I am actually quite interested in doing, we're going to have to do it out here someplace. And wouldn't it be nice to have it here along this river end here? I think we're going to have it here. 1.5 million. That's going to be a lot of money. The upkeep doesn't say here, I guess. But yeah. Let's go for it, shall we? We need to do something. This looks nice. And what about the possibilities? We do have a park, which would be a lot of well-being within a couple of meters, 500 meters. We have an extension wing, and we have a library here as well, which also is something that you put outside. The wing is you put into it like that, and the park, ooh, that's a big park. But yeah, we're gonna have to do that later on. I don't want to do that now since I feel it's too much money. We are not there yet. There we go. Now interesting. We made a little area here, but as I said, I would prefer to have it like we did in CitiesSkylines 1 with a complete area where you could build out. Maybe they will release a university DLC like they have or had in CitiesSkylines 1. Maybe we'll get a couple of them to be exactly the way it was in CitiesSkylines 1, where we get the park DLC, we get the airport DLC, and university and college and everything like that DLC. And yeah, but first of all, I hope they just get the game right and fix it to be as good as possible. But anyway, I think we've done some good things here now. We haven't played for very long today, and it's not going to be very long today either, but I think 20 minutes might be a little too short. But let's see, this is a place where we get some great sunlight on a wall that is clearly not been doing anything. So let's see if we can find some graffiti to place here. And of course, let's see what we could find. Mostly text here. I want some pretty pictures, of course. Get into some and cats and stuff like that here. Most of it is still pictures. Or I mean, not pictures. Most of it, mostly text, and I don't know if it's built. Oh, here we go with some colorful things, Sherpa and stuff like that. And what's that? Sure. Graffiti boy. Come on, something pretty, something quite big. Cat mural. Can we get that on this? Well, I think I need to do that one, right? Yeah. It is kind of cool to have on a wall like that, isn't it? Is it not? I think it is. I think we're gonna go with that on this wall here. That's cool. Really cool. And maybe we'll have another friendly cat right next to it here. It doesn't really line up with the roof. There we go. I want the cat eyes not to be in any windows. There we go. What else do we have? Sure, Bernardo. What's that? That's a dog. Oh, should it be a dog's? Oh, come on. Dogs versus cats or whatever on each side of the road. Nah. Maybe this one, it's a little, it's too small. The large one was a boring dog, for me at least. And the small one, or the interesting dog, was too small. So, but it is very interesting. The thing, I want to be able to learn how to make these things, because I would like to have the picture, my logo picture for my channel on one of the buildings, to be honest. I think that would be very cool. Schwarzenegger. We could have him up here, I think, Schwarzenegger. Let's have him up here. Yeah, that's Schwarzenegger. What's this, wall 2? I don't know about this. Wall 2. Come on, something nice, interesting. Pretty woman is always nice and interesting. Let's place that up here, I guess. There we go. What else can we place here? Wall XL. Oh, that's superheroes. That's always interesting. And that's some cars. Do we have a better? Well, that's a smaller one. One that we can fit in right underneath this one. Like that, perhaps. Did we do that? Let's give it a little space in between the pictures. Oh, that's nice. And this one is, well, it's nice. It's a nice, but do we really want it there? Nah. What's this? Another woman? Another womanizer? That's another superhero thingamajig. And that's another woman. Can we have this woman underneath this cat here? I think we're gonna have that. Well, imagine driving into this city. Isn't that nice? Let's see, we want this one right underneath there. Cool, 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 cool. At least I think it's cool. I don't know what you think, and you are, of course, allowed to have your opinion, but I think this is cool. I think it's really cool to have these kind of things on the wall here. But as I said, I want to learn how to do this myself. So I am going to try to find some time to at least try and look at some YouTube videos where I can hopefully find where they teaches me how to do these thingamajigs, because I know I do have the logo and I can of course bring in text on it and stuff like that if I have to. Look at that. I think that looks cool. I'm happy with that. Nice commercial area when you arrive into the city here to see that. Imagine taking the train, passing by these houses, looking at all these pictures. I think that would be nice. Coming here with the train and just seeing all those. Cool, 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 cool. Anyway, this one is having problems. Crime scene. We need more police, and that's also something that I have been thinking about, making a police headquarters. Ooh, that's a big building as well. Where do we want that then? It doesn't fit in there. It does fit in here, but we want space to grow, and we want the fire department to be there as well. So where do we put the police? On this little road here? I think we're going to put it here actually. The traffic is at the moment not very bad here, so let's put the police station or headquarters right out here. Okay. And the fire station is quite small. We can place it here if we want to, but I'm gonna wait because it's 2.15 and we are starting to we are making a lot of money, but we do have used up a lot of money, and I'm gonna do a helipad because a helipad is always good. I do want them to be able to go with helicopters to take care of things. So yeah, that they do skip a lot of the traffic with those helicopters, of course. The same thing is here. We have the helipad on the hospital, and yeah, good start here. I think you can see this parking house here is full, and this one is actually almost full as well. So loads of parking it's being used, and yeah, that's cool. But yeah, big problems at the same time. 3,000 are going to school there. Is there a possibility to try and squeeze in a big and good? You can see there are trees in the water there, which isn't good, but okay. Let's see if we can fit in some parking spaces. That one is way too big. This one could be squeezed in there, so, but yeah, I need to place it and then move it there. And I think it's going to be okay. but I do think I want to place it somewhere else first, so that I don't. Let's put it there, and then move it like this, and we pull it down here and see if we can fit it in like that. And yeah, this corner isn't looking very nice, but yeah, I don't think there's much more we can do about that. We can place it a bit closer perhaps. Is that tree? Doesn't belong to it, then it's under the water there. Loads of them, and yeah, that doesn't look very nice, but let's try not to care about that for now. Maybe I'm going to try and see if we can do, let's put on all the snappings, and I'm going to go from here, and I want to place keys not on both sides. I want to put keys on the outside here. And then go in here and like that. And of course, let's see if we can move it. Take this corner here. Objects heights, we want it to be as high. Oh, we have another one here. We also want that to be to the object right there. There we go. And let's see, keys. There we go. And we want to remove it on the inside. Yes, on the inside there as well. There we go. I think that looks okay. I can see that we still need to do this one as well. The object height. We can take away the key on this side as well, I guess. Let's try that. No, it goes all the way, so we can't. Alright, we're gonna have to keep it like that, I guess. Looks better with this key here. At least in my mind. I feel that that looks nicer than with the building just going out there. I think this gives me good vibes. So I'm happy with that, and I think it's a good way that they can walk outside here and have a look at the sea there, or the river there as well. That's a nice little touch. Look at that, isn't that interesting? Loads of parking here, loads of parked cars here. How many people are going to this school? Oh, 3,000 are going to the university. That's interesting. And there's demand for everything. That's cool. So we can continue to build on this city. That's good. The people, 35,000 people now. That's good as well. And I feel we need to expand on this suburban area, but I think I'm going to do that in the next episode, not in this episode. I think we're going to just move around, tweaking and looking at stuff for now in this episode, and we're not going to do anything major until next episode. So we have the schools here, and yeah, I like this. I like it a lot. I really do fancy this. Yeah, and I'm starting to enjoy playing around with City Skylines too. I really am, and I recommend for anybody that went away from it because the problem that it had in the start. I recommend you try it out now. It's not great. It's not there yet, but I'm pretty sure it has the possibility to become great. And I feel like it should be given an opportunity to prove itself. Now there are loads of cars here, and I'm thinking I want to make a crossing here. Let's see if we can make a crossing here. Can we decide? No, it has to be down there. That's not good. I want the crossing here. How do I create a crossing where I want a crossing to be? I'd rather have it here then, if I need to have it anywhere here. I think we're going to go with that there then. And the reason I want that is because maybe, just maybe, we should do some subway. We do have the police station here, and we should be able to get trains from this small train garage. We should be able to get subways from that as well. Let's have a look. Subway here. No, we need a subway yard for that. Oh, that's not good. A small garage. Oh, the yard, is that... Are you kidding me? We will need something as large as this? Come on. It's a bit ridiculous to have such a huge one. But alright, if that's what's needed, that's what's needed. But where do we put it up? Where do we start this up then? We don't want it here because we want to have the possibility for that coal situation to continue to grow. We could have it right here. If we continued that road out, we could build it somewhere around here. So let's see if we can grab this road. Let's have this road, and we're gonna go for this, and I'm gonna go straight out here. Now we don't want keys. We just want it to be straight and go right out, not connecting to the highway, but being pretty close. And of course we would love to have an intersection right here, like that. Now to try and get that subway yard small. Oh, this is kind of small. We could be satisfied with this, that's for sure. And I want it as far... I don't know why it's so far away from the road. It really irritates me, but yeah, that's the way it is. I'm gonna have to place it, and then we go in with move it and bring it down to the road here. And then of course stuff stays there, which isn't good. Let's see if we can remove that. No. Can we do moving objects and sims? That's remove sub elements. Let's try that. No, we can't. This is not good. I don't want those trains to be there, but I can't seem to remove it. Single item. Nope. They're just not removable. Something just went wrong there, I guess. We're just gonna have to... Oh, they are moving now. They are getting destroyed. Oh, that's good. So this is where the tracks is going to go out. And we need a couple of subway stations then. Let's see what kind of subway stations we have. This one is an underground little thingamajig. And could we start already here? No, I don't think so. But we do want... Where do we want it? I don't think we want one on the island so far, or just yet. But maybe one here, at this intersection. Would be good. And we want, of course, down here. I want it all the way out here, but will that show up in the water? Of course it will. And that's not good at all. Dang it. Come on, I want to remove the entire building. Alright, so we can't use that one. What's this? Modern metro station. This one, can't use that one either. Modern, well, that is underneath. No, I want a small one. Underground subway station. Or was it overground? Alright. Small overground station. I think this is the only one we can use, and we're gonna have to use it up here someplace. And see what we can. Well, we can use this as well, and that will. Let's go for this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, that looks something that we could have here, and it will be close to the crossing here, which will be okay, of course. Hopefully I don't need to do a connection on both sides, but let's continue. We want to have another connection inside here someplace, and it could be cool right around here perhaps. Yeah, let's have one there. And of course, somewhere we would love for it to be as well would be close to this train station, of course. Somewhere around here perhaps. Maybe we should have another connection, something like this. Now, if I wanted there, shouldn't I have a road that is wider so that they can walk on that one? Or should I squeeze it in right here in between? Or should I use this one and go for something like there? Let's try that one out. And we go for... and we should go underground. We do have tunnel, and let's start by going to the very start. Sorry for taking it. So let's start there, and we should of course go down underground like that. We're underground now. I wanted to go a bit deeper. 30 meter for me would be good. Now let's see, where did I place? That's where I placed the first station. I think I need to go deeper. Look at that, it's going to be disturbing in the water there, and I think let's go deeper, and let's go with this one. And we go somewhere around here, and then squeeze it into this one. There we go, but that doesn't look good, does it? Why does it do that? That's no good. Ah, come on. And it does leave marks as well. Underground. Well, that is tunnel, so I shouldn't have to do anything else there. Let's go here and really mark tunnel here then. But it's still not making a tunnel in the water there. forces a network to become a tunnel. Forced tunnel visual are often only used if necessary. Well, it is necessary. It really is necessary. But for some reason, it needs to go up here, which is very, very annoying. No. Did it work this time? Doesn't look like it worked down there in the middle, which is very annoying. Let's have a look. Look at that. That doesn't look good. Now does it? That looks horrible. We go back in and try to get that tunnel made. You know what? Let's try and make just one line here. We can't make one line. We need to connect it to a second one before we can make any lines. All right, let's connect it from here and go. Could we be doing something like this perhaps? This one to, well, that's going to be a very short station, isn't it? I'm thinking here. Maybe we could do something special here, but I think I want it to go something like this and something like that and something like that and go into that one. We're gonna connect it up, I don't care. I don't think it's going to be able to take that curve, of course not. I think we're gonna skip that one then. They're gonna have to walk. I'm gonna make up a walkway somewhere around there so that they can walk from one side to the other. Now we have all the station that we need then, or should at least have. So let's start with creating a line here, going down here, going up here, going down here again, and then going into this one to complete the route. And we go over here to see if they'll send out a subway right here. Full speed, and here we go. Can we follow this one? And see, we can't. Whoa! Holy smoke, that's cool! We're traveling inside the tunnel here. We should probably see if... Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. This is one of the things I missed out on CitiesSkylines 1, where you could travel in this kind of place. That's cool. Look at this. Perfect. Anyway, let's jump out of that. And we now have a subway station or working subway going on here. From this station here. Let's see what this says. Comfort 50. and doesn't say how many that are. Yeah, one waiting. I thought there was going to be more, especially, or I should be checking out the station here by the school, because it should be a lot of people coming this way. This is one of the reasons why I did do this subway thingamajig, because we do want... Oh, they're leaving their bicycles or motorcycles there. The parking for motorcycles are full and they'll have to leave. Alright, alright. But this should make it easier for them to get to school and hopefully get rid of some of the traffic problems that we do have. Let's see, this garage is full. This is full. Everything is full here now. So maybe we should try to squeeze in a really big one. This is probably the biggest one I have. Don't know how many vehicles there fits into this one, but yeah, let's bring it right next to the subway station here then. And let's have a look. How many cars can we get in? 416, that's good. It's a huge building in the middle of nowhere, just to accommodate all the school children, which is of course a ridiculous thing in, if we think reality, but in this game we need it, and there's where they drive into the parking space. Things like that is actually kind of nice compared to CitiesSkylines 1, where they have made more effort into where they're driving into the buildings and stuff like that. It still bugs me out when you place, last time I played CitiesSkylines 1, and you place a garage or or whatever you want to call it, and the cars come close, and from here they fly up to the second floor here or so, third floor and stuff like that. That's really annoying. This is better. They are moving into it where they should be moving into it, and they will probably come out where they're supposed to come out. So two really good things, and yeah, that is a big improvement compared to the previous game. But yeah, there's still too many bugs for it to be better than CitiesSkylines 1. I still love this. I think we made that really pretty, making that walkway there. I'm pleased with that, really pleased. Maybe see if we can find a small park to place out there as well. It's a ruin site, that's too big. This is a large playground. Don't think there's a passage park. What's this? Chirper Adventure Park. And this is not dog park, is too big. I just wanted to be something to fit into that little area, and I can't find it there. Let's see if we can have a basketball court there. We could, because I see that it fits in, but I'll have to place it on the other side first. There's a skate park. Don't think that's good. A gym. A gym is always something nice, I guess. Let's place a gym there. A tennis court. Let's place it there. And then we go for move it. And we do something like that. Something like that, and we get that little bump here as well, but it's not as clear or whatever as we don't want that. There is still some really annoying things happening. Now this would of course be very hard to play tennis here. All the balls that there should be a net around this. a lot of balls gonna happen. I'll end up in the water there, of course. So maybe I shouldn't have the tennis court on that side. Maybe placed with a... I'm gonna do that. Maybe I can just move it like this. I can. So I'm gonna move it back into here, and we're gonna have to move it for this one. There we go. And can we right click? No, we cannot. We can not right click. We move it in parts or in increments. We need to move it by holding the right key and spin it in order for us to get it straight. Yeah, there we go. A gym out there. I think that will be good. Tennis court right here. I am thinking maybe the tennis court should be a bit closer to the subway station here. And see if we can squeeze in. That's not it. There it is. A basketball court right next to it as well. There we go. A little too close perhaps. So let's move it out of the tennis court like that. There we go. Have a little area there. And let's see. We're closing in on an hour. We have a lot of parking here, so I'm thinking before we end, should we just take a look if there is any larger stadiums that we could use? Now I am, of course, European, so I love, as you Americans call it, soccer, but it is of course football for anyone that knows anything about it. So let's place it there because we're gonna have to move it down, which is so annoying, but let's do it. Good to have a lot of parking here, and we need to take away all these, not on the ground, all these trees. So going around here, taking away trees and bushes. No. What's that? Is that... oh, that's people. Oh, that's homeless people on my football pitch. That's not good. But okay, I'll accept it. Here we have a nice little area now with school, and we're starting to build up a little soccer field. And I'm thinking maybe when we develop this area and we want to, when the city becomes quite a large city, we need a bigger stadium. And maybe this should be the area where we eventually take away a lot of the schoolings and put our aim on making this the area for our big grand soccer team, as you Americans say, or football team as we say in Europe. I think that would be cool, quite honestly, and I think we're on a good way now, and I think we have played way too long today. I'm thinking about how the amount of time I actually have to play games here, but yeah, I think we've done a good job today, and the city is looking better and better, and I do hope that you'll continue to follow me, and we will hopefully get to develop this into a really big, massive city in the future. Can't wait to get out to the little short shoreline here where we can start getting the boat thingamajig in order to start developing a harbor situation as well. But for now, I think we are going to be satisfied with this. What was it we're pumping up here? Is that oil? Yes, we're getting our oil right out here. Cool, cool, cool. With a parking space. Only 4 cars parked out there. Not many are working out there, that's for sure. And yeah. I think we have, I mean, I like the map. I think it's an okay map. For me, I need it to be flat for now because I don't like, should I say, I feel they need to do some work on the houses, where you can have houses that are placed in a sloped area so that it doesn't bring up the land, but instead you get to see the basement on that sloped side of the house, so that the house will more be adapted to the landscape than to get the landscape to get shaped into the housings, because I feel it's not pretty when you get these steep sides here. I would love to be better when I make maps and stuff like that, so that I could get this water to be higher up, closer to the line here, and make a prettier side thing. And I miss the key thingamajig when you could make a key and then you didn't have to have a road by it and stuff like that. It would be nicer. And but yeah, I'll learn, I'll get better, hopefully. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, leave a little comment, share with your friends. Stay safe out there, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.
Boot up the PC, my heart's in a quake. Sweaty palms gripped in the mouse like a snake. Buttons mashed without a clue. In this pixel world, I'm gaming like a noob. Loading screen feels like eternity's grasp. Spawning in with hope and newbies.